Get
loads
like
of it.
one red wine and that's it. It's like, eat and be quiet.
Yeah, I've got one as well. We're all
They've
good.
literally just fed all of Navi a boatload of candy.
They felt
literally
really guilty. Robin actually ran over to Fnatic, was like, "You can have some snacks
all the
too."
leftovers. Just
Yeah,
stuff that no one wanted.
keeping his Swedish brothers covered.
Yeah. Healthy bars. Meanwhile, Navi has
sugar.
Skittles.
That's true. Yeah, and you nearly broke a PC, actually, Robin, by throwing them so hard. Watch that become a factor. Watch this entire tournament be determined by PC sabotage.
What?
Oh no,
Oh,
this is
God.
getting excited.
What happened?
Analysis, guys, it's grand finals time. Turn this back on, right on to topic. We need to talk about Cobble. Robin, start with you.
Navi yesterday versus Envy was actually struggling on Cobblestone a little bit, pulling it to overtime, managed to win it.
Yeah.
I think this is probably going to be, I mean, all three out of 4 maps have been very even, but I think that this is either going to be very close, or it might just be a landslide of victory for Fnatic. I don't think it's going to be a one-sided affair for Navi. I think if they end up winning it, it's going to be very close.
So no more 16-14s, you're saying?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think if Navi ends up winning, I think it's going to be close.
Okay.
But I think if Fnatic ends up winning, it's going to be quite one-sided.
I'll poke you for a prediction while you're there as well.
It's very difficult, actually. I really want to say Navi, because I think that for the last 2 maps, they have been playing better. But I think for Cobblestone, because they were struggling yesterday a little bit versus Envy, and Envy have not been playing well as of late. Sure, Envy ended up beating Fnatic, but I think that's a better matchup. I am actually going to say Fnatic.
Okay. Joining finally the blue crew. How about you then, Sean? You just did kind of a little kind of summary of what to expect on Cobble in your books.
Well, I think Envious right now might be the best team in the world on Cobble, and Navi took them out yesterday. I think Navi's Cobble's pretty strong. They lost both pistols yesterday against Envious, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you're right.
So if they could just go 1 for 1 even, then I definitely favor them heavily in this map right now. I'm going to give it to Navi.
So you're calling the kind of the resurrection of Navi after a 2-0
reverse
deficit.
sweep.
That would be truly something special, really. I mean, is that something you consider possible as well, Blue?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I've been going full Fnatic this entire set so far.
Not forgetting you dubbed this
You can't do it.
deathbed.
You cannot
I mean,
do it.
just come on.
I'm flipping the coin.
No,
I'm flipping the coin, man.
To be fair, though.
So it's all on him
He
now.
didn't get a single prediction right so far today, so...
No,
might as well
that's
do it.
wrong.
The
The
first
first
2
two
maps.
apps.
Jinxing
Get off
Navi
of my
from saying Navi.
Get off of my pig right now.
Yeah.
No.
Are you doing this? This is it.
Yeah, on a serious note, here's the thing. Is Navi, the thing is, the struggles they had, a lot of this is due to the fact that Navi still has a very top-heavy performance on quite a few of their players today. Everybody is now warmed up. Everybody is stepping onto the plate on both teams. And I think with that, Navi's going to have the strength to take this one over Fnatic.
So this is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Your final answer.
Yeah, final answer, Navi. And I'll eat a Twizzler to confirm it.
All right, he's confirming it. He's enjoying his snacks. And, I mean, without further ado, I think it's time for an answer to who is going to be your Season 2 ESL ESEA Pro League Finals champions. And to give you that answer, there's 3 men that really don't need an introduction, so I'm not going to give it to them. It's just going to be some guys that talk about CS.
This Twizzler's pretty creamy, too.
Creamy Moses.
Excellent.
Thanks, Sean, and thanks, Alex.
Wow.
Blue, that is astounding that Blue does that.
Welcome to the winning team, Blue. Welcome to the
You
winning team.
cannot do that. You cannot go 100%
You just gotta own up to it.
and then back off for the hit. Well, you know what? Now Fnatic are probably gonna win. This is how it works.
This is how it works. He's about to learn a real difficult lesson.
Yeah, really tough lesson there. All right, well, we are heading into the final map here. It's going to be on Cobblestone, the 5th map in a best-of-5 grand finals. It's been incredible so far. We've had 3 out of the 4 maps so far, and 16-14. 2 of them in favor of Fnatic, 1 of them in favor of Na'Vi, and then there was a 16-6 victory for Na'Vi on Mirage. And that lands us on Cobblestone here. So if you haven't already invited all of your friends, then now it's definitely the time to do it. Get them into Counter-Strike here. It is the end of the year, and next year is only going to get even more crazy. And here we go. I mean, Fnatic, if we look at the knife round coming up here, Moses, does it matter where you start on this map?
No,
Which side?
not as much as the other maps. And both of these teams have proven. I mean, when you have 2 teams like Fnatic goes 10-5 on their T half of Train, which is a heavily CT sided map, and then Navi comes back and 11-4s it to win. Like everything's thrown out the window. Who cares what side you start on?
I think I've predicted which side, but okay. We can't show that on stream. So they are going to get the knife at least, Fnatic, and they will be getting to choose which side they want to start on. And isn't this interesting? Isn't that interesting? Instead of starting on T side, they want to start on CT. So what do you make of that?
The CT sides have been better tonight,
Yeah.
to be fair.
like I said, I don't think it really matters. I mean, this already is just an even map, but I mean, with the way these two teams are playing against each other, they've got good reads. I mean, both teams have done a very good job of having good reads on their defensive sides for the most part. Sometimes even with those reads, it just really doesn't matter because players just make fantastic shots.
Look at Flusher with the playbook.
I was about to say, Flusher with the notebook right now. Don't stop, Flusher. We know you just took that from Google.
I mean, these pistol rounds are very important. So if they can like have an accurate read, if they've got some sort of intel on Na'Vi here, that's obviously going to be important. I mean, that could really be interesting. They've seen Na'Vi play this map before, right? Just as late as yesterday against Envy, which, as the panelists did point out, is true. It did end in overtime. It was a pretty close call.
Double overtime.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't close enough with 1 overtime. We had to go to the distance for 2.
Yeah, but how dominant was Guardians all through stretches of that? Like, probably at a level we haven't seen it at tonight. It was very, very good on. It was very good on Train. And
yeah.
You know, he's had some flashes here and there, but like last night, he was just an animal on this map. Like once it hit overtime, Guardian just shut everything down.
Well, let's see.
Both.
Fnatic have what it takes here. Crims being left alone in this corner. This is not a good position to be in. Zeus taking a bit of fight with him. Edward gonna finish all of Meister. Crims now being zoned out. The bomb is making its way onto the A side as well. Crims has got to stay alive to try and help with this retake, but right now Fnatic are in a very poor position, and Na'Vi, this could be a very strong start for them. They've got everybody still alive. The bomb is ticking away. Flusher has a kit in hand still, and Crims, he just can't get back into this. Zeus is simply, he's not killing him, but he's sort of choking him out of the side of the map. Guardian with a headshot. Zeus finally gonna go down, but it might have been too late here. He's alone, and he goes down to Edward. What a start.
Yeah, Zeus just hip-checking Crims out of that entire round. Like, there was nothing he could do. His only option was to get hyper-aggressive and take a battle that he doesn't have an advantage in. You could see he was trying to find a way to, make it good for him, but he just couldn't do it. I mean, that round is so well played by Zeus. Olafmeister going down very, very early, and that's the thing. Crims just got isolated. Olaf bails out a little bit early, and Crims can't make it back in time.
I have to give it to Seized as well to hit that 180 as they pushed out a
Yeah.
connector. He was pretty much dead to rights, so somehow he whips around and gets that headshot. That would have been a real problem for Na'Vi, but Olafmeister getting a double spray down with the CZ75 up close on Edward and Flamey doesn't help either. What is this? That's the bomb at his feet as well, and Guardian now has to be worried. Exactly. Everybody's going to be rotating over, and Olafmeister just waiting for the timing to pounce. And just like that, the high hopes, the spirits of Na'Vi, completely gone.
Fnatic, they do it again. I mean, so many of these maps have turned out like this. Zeus finally going to get a frag in return, but can't even get a chance to reload. Sees charging into the middle, but Dennis is there and waiting. Olafmeister with a huge shutdown in the middle here. This happened on Inferno. It happened on Train as well. Fnatic is bringing it back all the time.
That's just insanity that he gets to do that. It almost seemed like Na'Vi, those first 2 rounds, very, very fast-paced towards the A bomb site. It almost seems like they wanted to come out into this and try and maybe catch Fnatic off guard. Like, maybe that was their game plan. Let's play this a little bit faster, because we've been playing slow this entire series. And that's going to persuade them that, don't do it again.
Oh, more of the fast. It's just going to be a straight-up rush onto the B site now with the Tech 9s and PT50s, but the defense holds. Dennis is there from behind a chicken coop. He gets 2 kills on the men trying to get off a plateau. And Flush is there to shut down Guardian in close quarters. C's trying to rotate back around now towards that A site, hoping, crossing his fingers, he can actually get that bomb plant. But, wow, Fnatic, they just plug all the gaps. There's nowhere for Na'Vi to go.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent investment as well for Na'Vi with the Tech 9, the armor, a little bit of utility as well, and they get nothing off the back of it. They don't punish the economy of Fnatic whatsoever. So good stuff from Fnatic. And on top of that, I mean, they salvaged 3 AK-47, so this is like each of those is $3,000 that, or 3.1 that they don't have to invest in at any point.
No, it's really, yeah, you can see, I mean, just from the view that we get of Na'Vi there with the camera, just they are not looking happy right now. They know just how hard and how difficult their lives have just gotten in the space of 2 rounds. Have become, rather, in the space of 2 rounds, so let's see.
Crim's doing a pretty decent job early on here, but AK gets salvaged on Guardian. See if they can maybe inflict some more damage here, and this is very important still. I mean, these are the sort of rounds you don't want to let Fnatic get away with too many surviving members. You've got to do some damage. So Crim's going down. It's not a bad start, but they obviously need a bit more here. At least 1 more kill, preferably 2.
Yeah, at least Guardian's got an AK-47, and we've seen at times, he can hit some really sick shots of this. One of the better uppers with rifles. So, I mean, the only issue is he's got no armor, so the aim punch is going to be difficult. But if he can swing out and grab, just 1 or 2 very, very clean headshots, even baiting Seized, it looks like a little bit, to try and get that advantage, the advantage in a fight.
Sure, good teamwork there between the two of them. But now it's going to be Edward perhaps calling out for a bit of a rotation. Seized is on his own towards A Apartments. He's going to be looking into Olafmeister here in a moment. And Guardian and Edward now going to be working together here to close in on this B site. Flusha still holding, however, and he spotted out the bomb. Instant rotation now coming in from Fnatic. They're just going to be hoofing it here as fast as they possibly can. And Guardian, unfortunately for him, he can't find the headshot. Edward gets cleaned out of drop, and that's pretty much it. So now we get to go into this big round where there is decent money, but there wasn't enough for an AWP for Guardian. So again, he's relegated. He has to stay on the AK.
This economy that Fnatic has.
Oh, look at that tweet from Khan. Great for the audience, bad for my health. Shout out to Patrick, who is a hard-working guy in esports. 5th round is coming up here, and Crims with the AWP, actually. That's a bit interesting. I'm wondering if that was a spawn thing. Yeah, it's just a positional thing for him. He's been playing this A long route, and he's just going to stay there.
Na'Vi, though, they're usually pretty thorough, at least about putting some attention over here in the halls. So we'll see. Olafmeister is here to support Crims, so Crims will draw the attention if he takes the shot. They'll know Na'Vi, and then Olaf is there to support.
It's almost interesting to me, if you have that angle with an AWP and you drop a Molotov, you just can't away from that. So Crims is going to get completely blind, and yeah, they're both just going to fall back together. Don't want to repeat of the pistol round.
Olaf waiting in danger, though. That's a little bit tricky. This is all the flash, exactly timing. Crims just instantly pulls that trigger. Now it's all down to Olaf. First shot goes in, and Edward is gone. And now Crims even going to go for the repeat through the smoke, and somehow he doesn't get it. Timing just barely off. Was probably still moving when he pulled the trigger.
It's a good 2 strong kills here for Fnatic to start off the 5th round with. Flamey trying to see if he can maybe open up, and in the middle, Olafmeister's going to trade a kill there, but still looking good for the Swedish side. 30 seconds left as well. I mean, again, this is one of those rounds where I feel like the most that Na'Vi can hope for in a round like this is doing some economic damage, and that's what they at least need to do. They can't let Fnatic get away with a first half beginning here that involves just a very, very strong economic basis. Like, they need, well, they're not just going to run away. Looking at the scoreboard, what's the money like for Fnatic here?
Terrific.
Oh
It's
my
terrific.
god.
They're going to get like 3 guys up close to 10K after this. That is just not acceptable if you're Na'Vi. Now it means like Dennis can have his Scar 20. You could go double op Scar 20 if you wanted to on Fnatic. I mean, you have so many options. They even save 2 AK, so they don't even need to spend money.
They could probably accidentally buy a Negev and be okay with it.
Right.
See what you did there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the common play on this map, which we haven't seen Na'Vi do to any like kind of effect, is just a default B execute. Go for the smokes, set down on the wall, try and get out, take that fight on plateau. You get the first kill in, you go and drop as well. I mean, that's all you need. 1 kill.
Yeah, they've had a lot of emphasis on A, and Olaf has been pretty keen to shut that down early on. Crims is back here with the op, but he gets the same thing, forced back blind. He doesn't have Olaf in danger stare, so he's just got to fall all the way back.
Now he can actually set up that bait for Olaf if he wants. Na'Vi, though, they're going to be pushing into underpass now, looking to get up to slope. Danger is also going to get cleared out, so smart, thorough play here coming out from Na'Vi. And now this is where Fnatic are going to start wondering, what is the option? Is JW going to start rotating back? No, it's going to be Flusha going back into connector here to bolster the defense on the A site. But look at the nade count here for Na'Vi.
It's good, though, that this time Na'Vi, this time around, they have control of halls. They push that back, so they keep Fnatic honest. Last round, when they tried to do it, they just got punished for it. You know, they lost a member, they didn't gain anything. So this time, they don't lose anyone, and they also have Fnatic, you know, you can see there's one player kind of cheating in between the bomb sites while 2 remain at A. So now if they go back towards this B site to execute, as long as Fnatic doesn't get a read on what's happening, they're going to have a pretty, you know, a very much more weak defense to deal with.
Well, let's see, 30 seconds left for this push to come in.
JW waiting for the timing here. Olaf to open it up with the M4. Seized with a nice refrag here. This is what they need. 20 seconds left now. Counter grenades coming up. Crims opening up with a shot on Flamey, and Dennis finds the head of Guardian. Goes for a second kill as well. Just so much control on Dennis' side here. And Seized is going to drop. So there it is. 5-1. And I mean, Fnatic just getting fired up. They're feeling it. And if you're just joining, right, you would think that it was Fnatic who had won the last 2 maps and were feeling really energetic coming into this one. They won the first 2, then lost 2 in a row, and still it seems like they've got most of the energy here.
Well, it helps when you've been dumpstering Na'Vi, you know, from round 2 on, and you're kind of like, they have so much money built up so early on, and that's why Na'Vi takes a tactical pause 6 rounds into the match. because it's like they know this is going to get out of control if they can't win a round. They're not even having success getting kills.
No, that's a major concern. And no, there we go. Dennis actually invested in that Scar 20, so
Why not?
now it's going to get fun.
Yeah, lay it on thick. Now, I mean, that's the thing. Down 5-1, Navi's been getting crushed, and they haven't even... They're about to go up against the hardest defense they've seen yet.
Yeah. And that defense, man, much like a creamy latte, it's hard to get through. I don't know where I'm going with this one. I'm digging deep, but I tried. Okay.
I'm not even going to try and follow that up.
Was it a? What was it again? A jalapeno pop? Yeah. That was it.
I can go for some jalapeno poppers.
Stop
right
it.
now.
Fifth layer, you have some jalapeno poppers.
Stop it.
See, Fifth is just chilling over there, man. He should just be.
He's
hooking
thinking
it up.
of the plates of jalapeno poppers.
You guys don't
Got
learn.
jalapeno poppers
You
on
guys
mine.
don't learn anything from your mistakes, do you?
All right. Well, I mean, this kind of has to be the decision here for Na'Vi. They don't have. They're on the edge of being able to afford a full buy, so they decide to go for a quasi instead. Tech9's Kevlar, handful of nades to work with, and we're live. So 5-1 to score here. Fnatic in the lead, and with a fantastic economy and all the fun guns in the world. Dennis, we'll see where he decides to take the Scar 20, and he's going straight back to hot, which is perfect for him. Because as soon as they try and charge out onto plateau, Na'Vi are going to be in for a bit of a rude surprise.
Well, grenade lands right between them, but that's
There
a
you go.
bit of a click away. Edward just explodes on the plateau.
How do you think the rest of them feel setting up for this execution on the B-bomb site after they hear that auto?
Maybe like drawing straws about who's going to be next.
Well, they do actually split through drop, but the rotation's already coming out here from Fnatic. They should be able to handle this. Yeah, Olafmeister stops them from getting into connector. Instant headshot onto Flamey. And JW just zones in. That is not how it's supposed to go for Na'Vi.
Yeah, and you could see, though, that auto sniper, what it forced them to do. Not only do they not even attempt to get to the bomb site, they split things up to go down drop, and they have two people jump down broken wall and just immediately go to the right to just avoid that, try and deal with that last. Maybe pick up an M4 or an AK and see if that's going to help out, but they didn't want to go at that whatsoever.
Now it comes down to the mind games. Does Dennis go there again? Because if Guardian has an AWP trumps Scar 20. So he should be able to get in there and land that pick if Dennis goes into the hot once again.
Yeah, it might be a fight that Guardian will be willing to take. I mean, we're going to have to find out here. It's 6-1 right now. And this is the time where Na'Vi have to get back into this game here. They need a number of rounds here on the first half. I mean, I think they've got to get up to like 6 or 7 at least. I think if they get below 6 rounds, like a 5-10 finish, I think that's too much to handle. Even if their CT sides have been decent, I still think it's not going to be quite enough. We'll find out. Still more than a minute left, and they are playing a bit of a distraction by Edward over on the other side of the map. Guardian still trying to get up. Edward going to lose the fight against Olafmeister, and that might give a lot of it up now. Olafmeister, well, actually, they're going to be rotating in behind here. What a play from Fnatic so far, and Guardian going to lose the fight. That Scar 20 comes out on top. Flamey trying to pick it up, but he's, well, Seized is going to be alone.
There's the mind game for you. Instead of just being predictable and sitting on the right side of the hut, Guardian is obviously aiming there. Dennis is on the left side. And the split second that it takes for a Guardian to adjust, he's gone.
Yeah, the big play is just Olafmeister over an A. I mean, he's shutting down anything Na'Vi wants to do over there. This time he just gets one kill, and he actually puts on a big flank as well. Even if that hit was successful, he would have been behind him so fast. And he just spotted him as well, so now he has all the intel. He doesn't have to hurry at all. Everyone's going to start rotating over. Seized, he's got 10 seconds. If he can get a bomb plant, that'd be amazing.
Oh, he might be able to actually get up there. There we go. 5 seconds. Is Olaf going to be quick enough to deny it? Just barely falls short. And it actually falls in the end, so nicely done there. But they saved the important guns, Fnatic, so there isn't going to be a huge drain on their economy at all.
Still, I mean, very good job from Seized getting the bomb down. At least it does make a difference, and getting a kill. I mean, I guess every little bit matters at this point here. 7-1, and yeah,
That's painful for Guardian.
Yeah, that's just those kind of small victories are, it's getting to be that point with the amount of money that's built up with the score line that's currently had. Like, there's not very many more small victories that Na'Vi can, take heart in. They need more.
And Zeus is really struggling. He's got 1, 1, and 8 right now. C's leading the charge with 4 frags. It's just been, destruction, total destruction here. And well, very quick play here from Guardian, trying to get into that underpass area, and Olofmeister instantly rotates in. Guardian just going to come charging through behind a flash, and Guardian finds the opening kill, removes Olofmeister. Nice flash to force Crims off the angle as well. He's going to have to fall back to the site, and he's just on the edge. He has to hit the flick, and he's not going to get it done. Guardian, that's it. Playtime is over, and Flamey joins in as well.
Well, the the Dennis Scar 20 still here. Flusher with a shot as well. They've got to be careful with this. Edward with a nice flank around there from the SWAT trucks. Take down Dennis, and well, Flusher can't really do much here with 2 health. So speed turned out to be the key for Na'Vi, just simply catching Fnatic off guard.
Finally, they decide to rush. Finally, they decide to just go ham somewhere, right? And Guardian really just taking charge.
Yeah, and it's actually kind of a bummer. I know Flusha, he only has 2 HP, so he just falls away. But if he has more health, he's taking these fights. He's trying to get as many guns out. And actually, even with 2 HP, he just goes all the way around. He's going to find 1. That's a good find. If you can get 1 more, that would just be devastating for Na'Vi. And you can see, they're like the scared ones in this situation.
Why are they splitting? That's really scary to me. If Flusha kills Zeus and Edward isn't close enough to pick up that AWP, Guardian is going to be salty. Oh, there we go. It works out in the end. The AWP will be saved, and he'll be able to pass that over to Guardian. And they have just enough here to work with Na'Vi to get a reasonable buy going. The money for Fnatic, well, Flusha, he had 16 grand, so he can just go ahead and pass some guns around. It's not the end of the world. They still have 3 players with above $6,500. More than
7-2. They need to string rounds together right now. I mean, if Na'Vi lose this, then this first half is going to hell for them.
Yeah, that would just be a snowball that you would never be able to stop after that. So this round is even more critical than getting that first gun round on the board. And it's back towards the B bomb site, towards drop.
They're waiting for Crims to push, and Olaf as well. This time, Edward at least has Zeus to back him. But it does look like it's going to be 3 piled up here in drop, looking for a way in, and JW's going to fall. Edward takes out Crims. Now it's Olofmeister on the A site. They get into connector Na'Vi, and they can wrap up onto that A site. It's all about holding here. Perfect flash, though, and Flusha, he's hunting down Guardian. No chance for the man to turn around and get the shot.
They're going for the Luminosity play here. This is what Luminosity was doing for a couple of rounds at least. And Dennis, all alone, actually tries to get up there. He denies the bomb plant for a second, and he's got the AK in the back lines here. Still a 1-on-3 for him. Gets a headshot on 1, but he gets flanked by Edward. And look how dangerous the Fnatic players are. Even just the 1 alive there. Almost a 1-on-4 for him, it looked like. But nice play there. I mean, they stole that straight from the Brazilian team. Gotta appreciate that.
Yeah, that was really beautiful. And yeah, Na'Vi, Crims played that so well in Halls, and he had that lineup. And just for whatever reason, there was 1 step in the wrong direction from the Na'Vi members, and Crims couldn't line up that spray. It was so close to being a double spray down. But just that 1 inch or 2 just allowed Na'Vi to take complete control.
So Olofmeister stuck in danger. He wasn't able to really capitalize. Instead, just tried to stay alive. And well, now look at this Guardian. He just had enough for AWP and Kevlar, and now he's just getting naded into oblivion, down to 30 HP, and he hasn't even seen anybody yet. And now it comes down to whether he guesses right. Where is Dennis holding from with that Scar 20? Can he find the shot? And Dennis on the right side, and oh, Guardian just a split second too late.
He's only going to have 1 chance here. Oh, and there's the perfect timing as well, because he was already so low. I mean, 1 click from the auto sniper, and he's obviously going to be dead, so a little bit of a tense moment, but Guardian comes out on top. Molotov here to force JW back just a bit. Playing near the broken wall, and it's now 50 seconds on the clock. The bomb is making its way back. They've left seized up here on the plateau, but the rest of Na'Vi are going to be falling back to the site. And the question is, do Fnatic realize just yet? They are getting a bit of a read that might be going on. There's still a couple of smokes left for Na'Vi to block off the entrance, the doorway, exactly where Olofmeister is holding. So that's going to be tricky. And even 2 Molotovs left. This is very, very good for Na'Vi.
They have quite a good nade count. Sees, though, with the backstab is going to fall short, and this should basically prompt the rotation out of Fnatic. Yes, JW going back into connector, Flusha hanging around because they haven't spotted the bomb yet, but as soon as Guardian shows himself, well, there you go. Crims picks him off, and it's just turning into a slaughter, although they somehow bring it back with Flamey. 2 kills each, and now it's going to be down to Crims, and he gets picked off by Zeus. Somehow they find a way, Na'Vi, and with 8 seconds left, we'll succeed in planting that bomb. So now it's up to Flusha. Lines up the first, but he can't get the job done. Zeus is there for the headshot. Double for Zeus, double for Flamey. They save the op, and Na'Vi, they're bringing it back slowly but surely here.
And because they've been going for AWP auto sniper, I mean, the money for Fnatic is really crumbling now.
Yeah, I can't believe that Na'Vi actually broke that. It's such an impressive 3 rounds in a row to do that. Going forward for Fnatic, I do not like Crims with the AWP. He has not been. It's not been effective.
He picks up like 1, right? Well, he got that 1 on Guardian there, but then that's kind of a given. It's a freebie.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm buying it either. Especially because he's so good with rifles, so, the trade-off might not be entirely worth it here. I was really worried that last round. It looked like Olofmeister did so much in that corner, and the fact that he got the kill, but also buying so much time for everybody else on Fnatic, that was really scary. Now he taking a long time, and you can tell they didn't want to use grenades on him. They just wanted to try and see if they could find him straight up. Crims in the corner. Zeus going to be quick enough to spot it. That's a little bit scary, but comes out on top.
Scary moment there as well. JW just out of range. Had Crims done any damage, it might have ended up in a bit of a tricky situation there for Zeus, but instead it's Flamey finding Dennis. Over on that B side, Flusha will get up here to challenge drop, and with that CZ 75, for once he won't find a kill. And somehow it's worked out once again here for Na'Vi. 4 players alive, free bomb plant for them. JW too low to really challenge, and Olofmeister on a mission with an AK.
Yeah, they've turned this into a very nice half. About to get up towards 5. Olaf with the AK might just choose to save that or try and get some exit kills out of it. Same with JW. He's going to get 1. It's a nice shot, and he's using this pillar, this giant pillar, very, very perfectly. Flamey's going to be the one that wraps around and gets the kill. But Navi's been doing such a good job in this winning streak of pressuring. I mean, that's kind of the difference in that streak that Fnatic went on. Navi was just losing players when they were trying to take map control. Now, on the other hand, Navi's being able to pressure the different setups that Fnatic is using, find that map control without losing players and then manipulate it.
Again, I don't know where Navi get it from, because they really don't look like they're in a very good mood. But somehow they're not tilting themselves. Like, they found some sort of crutch to stand on, and they're still in this game, 7-5. Think about how many rounds we've played now. Like, we were up to 112 before we got into this game, and now we've played another 12 rounds. I mean, this is incredible. They must be fatigued at this point too. Like, we could see some basic mistakes showing up. Oh, Guardian, he actually hits that shot. Crims down to 37. What a read.
That was sick, and you're right. Fatigue is definitely going to be playing in here. You got to wonder about the importance then of the timeout, as Olofmeister takes out Edward up in A halls. Na'Vi with that early timeout, ever since they've been able to start, getting some momentum going their way. So, well, we'll see if Fnatic ever decide to slow down the pace. So far, it's working out pretty well for them. JW there to pick off Seized. And, well, Zeus and Guardian are looking to try and apply some pressure here to main, at least. Guardian setting up. There's the peek, and there's the shot. Flamey takes out JW as well. And now it gets interesting, but Olofmeister still alive with his AWP. He removes Guardian, but then Zeus gets the key frag that opens all this. Now, can Flamey get the timing on Flusha?
Still got a little bit of time here. I mean, they got 45 seconds. Flamey is crouching in, and when Flusha, if he goes for this fight, the AK at range, instant headshot. Boom. Flamey wrecking Flusha, and now it is down to Dennis, 1-on-2. This is a critical round. Fnatic loses. They're back on ecoing. They really cannot afford to let this round go. That would be letting Na'Vi far too much back into this game. He hears them coming in, 25 seconds. He heard the bomb running in there. Flash goes in. Dennis loses the fight. Flamey with a triple kill. And what a time for him to come back into the game. He had a bit of a struggle at some points on train, but now look at it. 6-7. And Fnatic's money, I mean, do they just try and... They got 2 people who can buy, and the rest kick off for Masters.
It's on the edge. It's really on the edge, and they're going to go for it. Wow. All right, then Olaf, he had enough for the op, so he's like, YOLO.
It's really, it's crazy that round Na'Vi, so much action takes place, and they trade very, very well, but, how many times have we seen Na'Vi with that much time left on the clock, at the end of these rounds to make something happen? Not very many is the answer, but it works so well there.
It looks like this is going to be another fast execute. They've realized that this speed is something that maybe Fnatic are not quite ready to catch up to. Dennis playing close to the wall here with the FAMAS in hand. They are out on the plateau. They've got the bomb there as well. They've got a lot of firepower on their side. Fnatic have got a lot of members on this side as well. 3 and another 2 rotating in, and they need a quick kill here. Otherwise, they need to back off. They can't just stay here and wait forever. I mean, the grenade damage that's been dished out already is quite significant. Flusha Sneaking close with the C-set 75 and gets caught mid-air by Guardian. That was a risky jump. Another one coming in from JW. He's going to be a little bit more successful, but still gets shut down by Seized. And, well, the bomb, it's still up here by Zeus. And if he lets go of that bomb so close, instead he's going to take down Dennis in another 2v2 here. And it's down to Crims and Olaf.
Edward is so far away, but this could actually be brilliant. If he gets in behind Olafmeister here, and yeah, he starts walking right before the connector. Olaf, does he realize? Yes, he does. Just in time, turns around and catches the backstab before it even gets in. And with 25 seconds left, now it's Zeus in a 1v2 clutch. He has a smoke to block off connector, though. So Crims and Olaf, they're still waiting, thinking that he's here over on the B site, expecting that backstab to be the point of it all. But nope, Zeus puts down that smoke. Olaf not going to venture a shot through. And now it comes down to him just getting that bomb plant down with 10 seconds left. He's going to do it. And can he get the first shot here? Do Fnatic actually make a mistake? No, they stack up together. They're looking for the trade frag. This is perfect play coming out now from Fnatic. They're going to face one, and Zeus can't do it. Not in the end, not capable, and a straight spray from Crims gets rid of him.
Sick, a really intelligent play from Zeus, though.
Yeah.
Once that big flank comes out from Edward and fails, he's like, all right, you guys know he was trying to pinch towards you so that I could get into this B bomb site, so I'm just going to do the same play. He at least gets the bomb plant, gives himself a good opportunity to win it, just can't land that shot.
You've got to notice as well that in that 1v2, Zeus ignores the possibility that anyone could come from balcony. He just says, I'm not going to worry about that. If I have to win this, then I have to get like a first good shot on somebody, and I can't cover all angles at the same time. That's some determination as well.
Yeah, you have to take gambles in those situations. You have to, like a really calculated risk to just say, all right, if someone comes here, I die.
Yeah.
But I get the advantage of having a better fight in the other angle.
And if someone had gone SWAT truck, he could have instantly shut them down with a. I mean, yeah, but it's dangerous. Obviously, it's risky.
Oh, well, Olaf actually missing the shot, and they're looking for the hunt here. Edward with the shot through the smoke, and Olaf not going to be as lucky. So fair trade as far as he's concerned. Barely dodges the nade as well. It goes right past his shoulder. So lucky with the timing.
It got caught by the stairs, and he gets shot down by Edward. If those stairs hadn't been there, the grenade would have just bounced on and would never have touched him. Flamey picking up Crims. This is the 15th round, last of the half right now. And a 7-8 finish, I don't think Fnatic would be very excited about. I mean, it's a good number of rounds on CT side, but considering the lead they had, the money they had, it can't be very good at all. Flusher here, taking a kill on Edward and turning around for the jump then. JW comes just leaping through the smoke, picks up a kill. It's still going to be a 2v1 here. And Dennis, now would be a good time to clutch.
Yeah, what a play from Flusha as well. He hasn't used that position yet. It totally catches Na'Vi out, but Na'Vi is determined. What was that? A falling headshot on Zeus, and now it's just the 1v1 Seized alone, and he's wondering what the hell just happened to his teammate. And Dennis, he's in position to lock this down. Seized, though, playing so patiently, making use of the clock. Dennis going to go for the peek, spots him out, looking for the shot, and he's going to get it in the end. Dennis clutching it with an insane headshot on Zeus, and smart play to take out Seized in the end. 9-6 at the end of the half here for Fnatic. And yeah, even Edward has to say it. Even Edward has to call that out and say sick.
I'm done. What was that?
I wish we could we watch it again? Is it possible to just watch it again?
Just one more time.
Just one more time.
That's so incredible.
I guess not. Okay.
And that kind of
Olafmeister is trying to get an explanation as well.
Right. Now, Olafmeister's explanation was CSGO.
Can't believe it. Well, 9-6 finish in favor of Fnatic. I still think they come out on top. That last round is a big swing. Has a big impact on the outcome of this map, obviously. We're going to see, and we're going to the second half here. Flusher again looking at that playbook, trying to figure out what might be a good way to start. They did lose the pistol round, but they brought it back with a sick triple from all of C-set 75. If they can win this pistol, then things start to get really heavy for Na'Vi. On the other hand, if Na'Vi get that AWP on Guardian, who knows?
This defensive side is where he shined with that ult.
Yeah, this is going to be key. And it's possible. The pistol is what will determine it. They've been very good at holding on the B side as well. Na'Vi, Zeus in particular comes to mind with the dualies. So one in each hand. Two better than one, right, Anders?
Twice as good.
Yeah, bam. So
mathematically sound.
Logic. What is this though? Fnatic, they have no fear. They just go charging into apartments. 3 of them here. They're just looking to rush down whoever's holding and Seized. Does he get spotted? This is his moment. He's going to take the fight, and he gets nothing out of it apart from the information. Olafmeister snuffs him.
Yeah, and so much time left. Now they can just fall back. They've accomplished everything they wanted to. They got a pick. But look at this advanced position out of Edward. He's all the way pushed up through these B halls, and now it's scary. He just gets dropped by Crims. Everything's opened up, and Navi has no idea where Fnatic members are. JW finds a good fight, but can't close it out. He's got a teammate there to bail him out, though.
Yeah, they're going to go back to, well, they're just all over the map right now. Flamey picking up a kill. Starting to look maybe a little bit discoordinated from Fnatic. They need to obviously, at some point, congregate on the bomb side and actually get that bomb down. Guardian hiding in the corner, looking for a couple of one-taps here. But he's simply going to be outmatched. Too many players there and not enough bullets, and Flamey alone.
What a weird pistol round.
Yes.
This embodies Fnatic in my eyes.
I don't even think they knew what was going on because they make the rotation back from B to go towards A, which is where 2 Navi members are. They just had no clue.
Flush is just like, try to anti-strat this. Actually, in that book he has, it's just like a squiggle of a cat or something, you know, like. It's got like a little smiling sun, and he's like, okay, guys, I got it. Well, you know, Navi aren't laughing right now. Maybe we should like tone it down here.
Well, I mean, 10-6 here in the 17th round coming up. Navi going to go for a force here. They got Flamey with the scout and no deagles in play, but still, if they could turn it around just like Fnatic did, that'd be much needed at the moment.
It's going to be a little bit more difficult, though. I mean, Fnatic, they're taking it much, much slower than Navi took their second round, so they're willing to be a little bit more patient and cautious with it. Navi, it's the MAC-10s, it's the UMPs are the ones getting into the action.
They have the nades necessary here as well to create some space. One of those smokes is going to be used here by Crims. There's a flash in and seized. Perfect opportunity. Hops on it, takes out Olafmeister, and doesn't spot anybody else. So instantly Guardian starts to rotate in here. He's going to try and put some pressure here in connector, make sure that nobody can get through from Fnatic, because it seems like Fnatic have managed to get drop-down room, and there it is. JW at range, takes out Edward. Dennis, Flamey, and JW, just another kill. This is just completely falling apart now. No heroics this time for Navi as Guardian gets overwhelmed, and it's down to seized, last man alive, and maybe he gets lucky here with the MAC-10 kill, but it's not looking pretty for Navi.
No, this round's basically over, and that's the difference. I mean, you could see the MAC-10, you know, they had 2 of them, so they were able to scout things out. Olafmeister, I mean, that's all he lost. That's no big deal. When Navi went barreling into, you know, that mid-connector, they lost AK-47s because, and even with those expensive weapons, they didn't have nades to clear things out. They couldn't throw up smokes and Molotovs to force players out of position.
Well, they needed to do what Fnatic did to them, because now Navi, man, they really are not going to have a whole lot of room to work with once they get up to those rifles.
I mean, the problem with the sort of limited buffer that they have right here on the Navi side is that the 4th round that's coming up, not this one, but the next one, is going to be, it's going to mean everything to the Navi team. They either make a stand there or they're going to be gone.
And it might be Oplus, because Guardian invested into that scout.
Yeah, he doesn't have money. He has no money. And that's where it's really frustrating sometimes with Guardian, where it's just, he just decides to go for the force, even though, you know, you would think, well, think about it, man, for a second. You're really good with the op. You have huge impact in the game with the op. You're seen as probably the best opper in the world. How do you get your op? You save money. And he's like, nah, I'm just going to get a Deeg and wreck him.
Oh, great grenade coming out here. Follow-up from Guardian. Could have been a nice double kill, but Zeus is going to be able to do it anyway. And Flamey in the back line's going to be going down there at the edge of the bomb site. Not much else going on in this round, but yeah, 2 good kills coming in either way. Shame it wasn't a double for Guardian, just so you get that little boost of money.
It's going to be instrumental. It's almost to the point where, well, even Zeus doesn't have enough at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So it's not even an option for somebody to take the hit, drop him the op, and go without Kevlar or something. Like Guardian drops him an AK, and you try and play off of that. This is really touch and go now. We'll have to see, and we'll have to see if Fnatic decide to invest in one, because there's always the option of you know, picking somebody off from Fnatic and, you know, getting donated an op. That works too.
It's going to be so difficult for Navi to get even started in this with this 4th round back coming up. But this is going to mean both halves are just atrocious starts to it if they can't win that next round. And you have to have a good start here. You have to win this 4th round, and you don't really have any advantages into it.
Well, that's a little bit of a success right there, dropping Olaf.
Yeah. Went up with the bomb. No AWP being picked up. Wasn't it? Yeah, you're right. It was never a possibility. 12-6. And going into the 19th round, Fnatic doubling the round score here of Navi. As we get just a little bit closer. I think now we're up to 130 rounds played in this grand final. So it's looking good.
Insane. Absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane that these guys have the stamina to keep going this long as well. So, there you go. And nice nades here to start things off. Olofmeister getting dinked up at the beginning on plateau, trying to do what he does best, which is lurk out there and try to find a pick. So Dennis and Olaf both taking just a little bit of damage here, but it is looking like it's going to be a very quick execute coming out here from Fnatic. They're setting up, nades are going out, and this is it. It's crunch time for Na'Vi.
Edward playing at the edge, he turns around for it and he gets shut down. Flusher with a UMP kill. Na'Vi, they can't let go of this round, but they're not going to have a choice. Flusher, double kill with the UMP, and the rest are already running away from the site. Guardian, though, how is he going to get out of this corner? I mean, Seas should just leave Guardian be and just try and see if he can't at least survive the round here. What a devastating blow to the CT side here that Fnatic are inflicting. This is the exact opposite of what they needed.
Mm-hmm. No, it's just perfect from Fnatic. Go for something that works, a straight up B execute, rush out onto that site, overwhelm it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, you still have leeway.
And the only advantage that Na'Vi had was that Flusher had a UMP, and he got 2 kills with it. Entering that, enters drop with it, picks off the one player inside the B bomb site underneath the statue, and then the floodgates just open.
And Edward is he's going to be livid because he dodges the flash. He dodges the flash, turns around, and isn't able to get the spray down. Look at this. Bam. And the man is fully sprayed. Like, that is going to drive him crazy.
Yep, absolutely is. And that was a round that they couldn't afford those kind of mistakes on it. So now it's scary. Well, it's been scary for a while. Now it's really, really scary. JW is going to go to the sawed-off.
Yeah. This is just JW things. This is just what he does. He's the only, well, not the only guy. Some people have tried to do it as well, but he was the first one to go for the sawn-off and drop. And it's effective in close quarters. It's just once you start getting out towards the site, where it's not the best option. It's pretty much got the shortest range out of any upgraded gun in the game.
Seized with a single AK. Fnatic 3 rounds away. Probably about to be a 4th here. JW looking to, well, saw someone in half, but it's not going to be happening. Sush will be going down right after that kill, but it's still a worthy trade there.
Oh, C's just able to find an AK. Did he save that?
No, that was
he saved it.
Oh yeah, he did.
I was about to say, like, where did he find that? In Kevlar too. Fascinating. No, he did save that. Guardian was the one who went belly up. So rotation coming out now from Fnatic though. 40 seconds, and this is where it starts to get a little worrisome here. Just because Seized, if he can rotate over, if they can somehow get the information right, he can get that AK into play perhaps, but it's just not going to be the case. They're expecting the B play here, Na'Vi. They've put their bet there, and instead it's going to be over on the pointy letter. And well, Flamey already starting off strong, takes out Dennis, but it's not going to go any further than that. Just a 1-for-1 trade, and now the bomb site under Na'Vi control, or rather under Fnatic control.
Yeah, Crims getting the first kill there, second kill as well to pick it up, and Olofmeister to cover his back. Pretty good teamwork, and it's going to be 14-6 here. Another 2 rounds for Fnatic, and they will have done it, winning. What is that? Their 3rd final with Dennis on the lineup.
Mm-hmm. 3rd straight.
Yeah, 3rd straight.
There's some weird symmetry at play here. If they win this, wasn't Mirage 16-6?
Yeah, they were.
Holy, imagine that. 3 maps go 30.
How scared is Blue right now?
16-6.
How scared is Blue?
Well, I mean, he's just a traitor. We'll have to put him out in the streets.
Changing that prediction. Oh, Olofmeister guy. Well, yeah. There's no mercy right now on Fnatic. They can feel the victory coming. Su's trying to see if he can spray them down here in the smoke, but he's going to have to fall back. Too many grenades on his side. And JW, is he trying to follow him through the smoke into the door? It's a classic JW thing to try and do. Bomb is going to be going down here. And look how low they are on health here. Flusher even going in for the flank here. Gonna hit the shot on Sus. Na'Vi, they're getting locked out of this grand finals here on the final map.
This is just vicious from Fnatic, and that one flashbang on Guardian was perfect, and he runs right into the wall. Can't do anything, and Fnatic knows it.
Yeah. Edward trying to back off. Last-ditch effort here to hold on to that M4. Just have something to work with in the next round. But this is the moment. Dennis and JW, of course, they have the money. They can go out and hunt them. I mean, they have, again, so much cash. That's been the story of this map for Fnatic. Always a bank to fall back on. Always money to work with. Well, here we go. Edward, he will survive in the end. So well done on his part. Instant force buy, of course, coming out here from Na'Vi. And they have a long way ahead of them here to bring this back to overtime.
Yeah, and that was the thing too. Like Guardian had the op that round. That was like the last obstacle that Fnatic had to get over in this map. Is that was the last hope for Navi. Is if Guardian just went off, if he found that that great white shark mentality again. But they drop him. He doesn't even get a shot off, and now he's stuck onto a Famas.
And Navi, to come so close to beating Fnatic and to win the big tournament to end the year.
Yeah.
That is heartbreaking.
Well, Flusher trying to see if he could do a little bit onto Plateau here. Navi, I mean, the team spirit right now must be completely and utterly gone. They could have done it in either one or both of those first two maps, and it would never have got to Cobblestone. But right now, that's not the way it turned out. Zeus playing in drop here with the Max 7C. He's going to pick up the one headshot there on Olafmeister, and Zeus playing close, but he goes down to Crims, and that's going to make it 3 versus 4 here. Edward trying to get back into the bomb site and see if he could maybe hold on for a little while longer. Guardian with a good headshot on JW brings it back into 3-on-3.
And while Crims is actually in connector here, he might be able to catch somebody out. And yes, he does. Free kill onto Edward. Now that slows Flamey down, and a lot of this is going to be on Guardian, on whether he commits or not. He has to worry about the backstab. And while Flush actually lands that shot, Crims gets taken out, and now it's down to the young hero here for Navi, the man who's performed all tournament long, Flamey, looking at the 1v2. And both of them stacked up.
What can you do in this position here? Flamey trying to edge his way in. He gets the spray in, but it's not going to happen. 16-6 victory for Fnatic. And that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. It went all 5 maps and more than 130 rounds. What an incredible victory.
Not just this one, but I mean, they just closed out the year with 3 tournament wins in a row. 3 championships right after a lineup change, bringing Dennis in. And these guys, that last map was just like a showcase of skill.
Definitely not an easy accomplishment either. Hands are being shaken, and I mean, this was a marathon run of a grand finals, without a doubt.
Yeah, what a performance from everybody involved. Navi as well, pushing themselves. I mean, you could have said it could have been 3-0. They could have, after Fnatic had the start, the 2 big starts, that could have been it.
Well, here they are, ladies and gentlemen, your grand final winners champions. It's going to be Fnatic. Woo!
I don't even smoke, but I think I might need a cigarette after that one. Heartbreak for one, but jubilation for Fnatic. Congratulations, guys. You guys got to be pretty feeling good after that. I mean, the first 2 maps, I don't know who wants to speak. We'll let Dennis come in here. Why not? That was pretty impressive. I mean, you guys were down in both those situations. You were able to take them up 2-0. Did you guys even expect to get back into either of those maps?
Yeah, we feel very confident.
It's good, because I spoke to Vugo about that exact situation, about potentially getting behind. But you guys proved it. You dropped 2, you made it interesting, but in the end, you come out on top. You yourself, all right, you were part of the LGB lineup with 2 of these guys, with Crims and Olaf. You were the one that kind of got faded away, much like Twist. Now you're back on this lineup. The second you guys won a tournament after G2, you tweeted #1. You've now won 3 tournaments in a row with these guys. How do you feel being part of this incredible team?
It feels very good, and we are definitely #1.
I would say you are putting a step forward to be that, exactly that. It's been an incredible performance from you guys all year long. You're back-to-back out of 2 seasons now, ESEA champions. Of course, Cloud9, you guys give you a run, but this was even closer. Do you have anything to say for respect for Navi and their performance in this?
Of course, they played very well, and I'm impressed. I'm very impressed.
I think we're all impressed. Well, I'm going to let you guys enjoy the moment. $100,000 your way, the beautiful trophy, and champions before the new year is over. Thanks so much, guys. Hey, go back in for photos.
Great stuff there. Once again, your champions, Fnatic, have managed to do it 3 times now in a row. And what a way to round out the year. They're going to be ending on a high. And no doubt, so will Navi. Getting so close. I mean, it's not going to be an easy pill to swallow initially, but still, getting to the grand final, another final, and falling just so close from that top #1 spot. 100,000 for Fnatic, as well as the trophy and the pride as they picked that one up. And what a great tournament that has been to be a part of, guys. I mean, we have just closed out what has been. I mean, let's think of it way back when, 24 teams across 2 regions battling that one out, and that came down to just 2 over the entirety of the season. This is, of course, the 2nd season, and it has ended with a full 5 mapper. Really, it did go all the way. Like, there's no. I mean, it sounds cliche, but it really did. And I mean, I hate to say it, but you messed up You got it perfectly right. Look at you, the mastermind. Blue, you changed your mind, dude. You really... We told you
guys
messed up.
You can do what you want in this segment.
There are stronger words for what you did, Blue, but...
I picked the right team, then Blue picked my team, and then I picked the wrong team.
I don't know why you guys are analysts.
I'm
It's all
just
about
choosing
fifth.
the fifth from now on whenever I'm pressed for a prediction in future tournaments.
Okay, yep. He's going to go ahead and just put that in a little kind of clause in your contract. Blue will never make sweeping statements about teams and deathbeds ever again. And then managed to change your mind once again. But I mean, Sean, this has kind of been your debut, right? Like this has been the kind of you went shopping for suits. You've been spending 4 days on the couch. How's it been for you?
That's been awesome. That was the best finals I've ever seen as far as my time in CS:GO. I never
don't lie,
experienced something.
Sean. Let's calm down here a little
I really haven't. Have you seen a best of 5 go that way?
Yeah, but I can't remember right now because I see that.
But yeah, you carry on.
But yeah, that was awesome to be a part of, even with the last map being a little bit lopsided. The first 4 maps were just, seriously, that was insane. Counter-Strike.
Yeah, truly was. And you managed to call that final map. You said that it was either going to go, it's going to go one of 2 ways, and it went the first.
Yeah, and that had actually nothing to do with map whatsoever. It just had to do with the mentality of the teams. And that's why I said it's either going to be a grind for Navi or it's going to be a landslide or victory for Fnatic. And them losing 2 maps in a row that way, I mean, Train was a given. We almost knew that. And it almost went Fnatic's way anyway. And the whole fact with, like, for Navi, they're actually winning Mirage. I think it says more about Navi there, just actually being able, after having 2 16-14 losses on the first 2 maps, coming back on Mirage, running in that high, winning Train, which Fnatic probably never really expected to win, and then going to Cobblestone. Well, like I said yesterday, or before earlier today, that they were looking quite shaky versus Envy on Cobblestone. Whereas for Fnatic, I think have always almost looked pretty strong on that particular map. So, yeah, I mean, I think good tournament overall. The Europeans are, well, in general, I think for all teams, needs a little bit of a rest, because I think we've reached that point now where you see, like, instead of going up in terms of skill level across NA, across Europe, it's just dipping, right? So, like, I think it's going to be exciting next year after people get,
I think you're right. And I think that's the kind of note to end on, is just, that's 2015 kind of put a pin in it. That's it. That's the year complete, really. A couple of relegation games to be played for the Pro League, but other than that, that is kind of Counter-Strike done and dusted. Blue, any kind of final words from you? Again, you said it was one of Sean's kind of first events. This was your kind of biggest event you managed to take a part of. Of course, you followed it right from the start.
Yeah, I mean, this, of course, was my first real big, huge prize pool event here, and it's been an honor to be a part of it, by the way. But we saw all these teams competing, of course, North America, to, like, no one's surprise, just... well, we're out. And then the European teams, they're all still battling amongst each other. It's super close and tight right now. Everybody keeps clashing against each other. Some teams have started to look a little bit weaker, but clearly we have a top contender here at the end of the year, and it's going to be Fnatic for some time. So we'll see now that these teams are going to take breaks, and we've already seen for teams like Envy, when they've had the opportunity to take breaks before, that they've sort of dropped off a little bit. So I think at the beginning of next year, things are going to be very interesting to see who takes that top spot once again.
Yeah, because I think right now, Fnatic really solidified themselves, put a nice little bow on top, saying that they're the best team at the end of 2015.
Yeah, and they're going to have a whole lot of prize money in their stocking as well. 100,000 just in the bank for Fnatic, and of course that lion's share of 250,000, $250,000 picked up over the course of the season. It's been an incredible season. So many games played, 22 in the original season, and just battling out here live from Burbank, California. I think it's time for us to say goodbye, but it's been an incredible year for Counter-Strike, and it's only going to be a better one in 2016, guys. We love the game, we love you, thank you for tuning in, and we'll be seeing you next year. Have a good one.
Creamy Moses.
Creamy Moses.